welcome back to the channel. Well, we're out here today on location by the lake right behind me here, and we're talking about Apple. What I like about Apple. After you watch this video, be sure to watch the next video that will be released tomorrow if you're watching this today when it is released, and we'll talk about what I hate about Apple. This video is what I love, next one is what I hate. Not everybody's perfect. So what I like about Apple, being that I have a short attention span, bad memory, got my trusty iPad here with some notes. First thing, software. Apple's software is obviously optimized to work with Apple computers, so it works very well. Here lately, most of my editing, pretty much all of my editing for the past couple months at least, has been done on my 2015 13-inch MacBook Pro. Yes, that's the one that still has the dual-core processor, 8 gigs of RAM, non-dedicated graphics card, but since it's Final Cut Pro, made by Apple to work on an Apple machine, it works just fine. I mean, I keep wanting to get a new computer, but for one, they're a little pricey, and two, the 2015 MacBook Pro I have works just fine, as well as the 2010 iMac. And sort of part two of the software is what is included with Apple. If you buy a Windows computer, you want to use Microsoft Office, you got to pay for that. With Apple, that is part of a redeeming factor of the higher price of their computers, is you get stuff like Pages, Numbers, I forget what their version of PowerPoint is, but they have one. So you got that, and I love Pages. I've not done a whole lot with Numbers yet, but I'm getting there. I've done a few things with it. The Force Touch trackpad. The first time I tried one of these, oh my god, I fell in love. It was incredible. Anytime I use any other trackpad on any laptop now, it's difficult. Very difficult. Just being able to touch anywhere on the trackpad, same click, and just the fact of how it works. And on the newer MacBooks, you got the big trackpad, so it's even more functionality with it, and it's got great palm rejection. And they're well-built machines. They've had their problems here and there with internals, but with the aluminum case, I've never felt like it was flimsy. The last computer I had, the Dell XPS 15, it had some aluminum on its case, some plastic, and it was very bendy. I didn't really like that. You can find accessories pretty much anywhere for Mac stuff. It's kind of like a universal thing. If you've ever seen a cool phone cover that you might like, chances are it's for an iPhone. I will soon have an iPhone, like I've showed before, still rocking the Note 8. Nice phone, but I can't wait to get an iPhone. The excellent support. If you got any question at all, there's tons of support out there on Apple's website, their community forum, and YouTube, right on here. And that's true of a lot of things these days. When I was still editing in Premiere, there were several times I wonder how to do that effect. Okay, well, I just Googled it or looked it up on YouTube. Same with Final Cut Pro. It's out there, and it's good information. And this is not really anything detrimental to other computers, but MacBook Pro laptops are very easy to open. Like I mentioned earlier with my Dell XPS, it felt a little flimsy. It had great performance for the most part, but it did feel a little flimsy. And specifically when opening it, the hinge on the lid was very stiff, and you couldn't just put a finger in and open it right up like you can on the MacBook. For the more geek-oriented viewers here, Mac OS is Unix based. So that has a lot of advantages too, especially if you're a programmer. And Macs tend to retain an excellent resale value, as opposed to a Dell. Not that a Dell, but a Dell laptop, or any Windows-based laptop for that matter. And with Apple, there's sort of a sense of community. You really don't get that. It's kind of like a Jeep. You know, you pass another Jeep on the road, hey, how's it going? There's sort of a sense of community with Apple. And probably one of the most important to me, Apple respects your privacy. and your right to privacy. It's been well documented, especially here in the recent years, just how well they do that. So that is just a few of the reasons why I like Apple products. There are many more, some we may touch on later, but not today. So thanks for watching, and I think I'll get back to my iPad here.